Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back, subscribers, Star Wars Vintage fans, Kenner Bag lovers. So what we're going to do here now is I'm going to do an item condition review of every single Kenner bag going up for sale in part 2 of the Growing Poland Kenner Baggie collection. Probably going to get to 3 auctions. I might squeeze it out to a 4th, but we'll see how we go. First auction was a real good success. I think 27 of the 30 baggies sold, so all went. I didn't have reserves, they were just starting bids, so 27 went, so I was really happy with that. I did have a bit of slight stuff up with the feed at the start, so I'll hope to have that rectified for auction 2. Now, before I get started on the condition of all these guys, I'm going to go over 40 this time. So it might go a bit longer, but I'm going to, last time I did 2 at a time. This time I'll probably do 3 at a time for some of the more common ones, and then maybe go 2 at a time for some of the big bangers. But I'll see how we go and see how I can handle the bids and stuff. But I might try 3 this time just to keep the momentum going. I think the pace was quite good. It went just over a couple of hours, the last one. I had between 30 and 40 people in the house on the time, so that was really good. I think I might have cost myself a few bidders with that stuff up at the start, but I'll fix it this time, guys. I promise there'll be a professional part 2. So before I get started with the condition review, auction number 2 is going to be the Saturday, the 7th of March, same time, 5 PM Western Standard Time. I'll put it up in here. It'll be in the description. It'll be everywhere. 5 PM Saturday, 7th of March, Western Standard Time. So that's GMT plus 8. That's 8 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be auction 2, and then auction 3, I might as well drop the date out now. That's 2 weeks after that, the 21st of March, Saturday the 21st of March, 21st and 3rd, 5 PM again, Western Standard Time, GMT plus 8, or UTC, Universal Standard Time, whatever the hell it is. That's when they're coming on. So 2 more auctions, maybe a 3rd, but at this stage I've slated 2 more. Let's get some Kenner Baggies out and go on. So this one's got some absolute bangers. I went for the ESB-A's and C's, the last one. This has got a big selection of different baggie types, and this I think is all the graded ones now. So I'll get started with them all now. So just like the last preview, I'll do overlays in the corners, front and back, just so you can get a good look. So I won't be stressed out about flicking you that way, because you'll have a great clear picture, top left, top right, whatever. So first one up first, we've got an ESB-D Admiral Ackbar AFA 75. I don't believe that's ever been removed from the AFA baggie. That seal looks beautiful. You can generally tell when someone's taken the tape off, and that looks kind of been, open to interfere with. So AFA 75, baggie looks nice from the inside. Just trying to see why I've got a 75. There's a little bit of kind of crinkling stuff on the back, but you'll see that in the stills. So yeah, nice baggie. ESB-D AFA 75 Ackbar. Second item is just ridiculous belter. We've got an 8-pack. So this is a retail 8-pack. This is insane. That's the front cover actually. Probably more interesting. Oh, you have front and back anyway. So this is an AFA graded, AFA 90, man. Department store 8-pack, AFA 90. So this consists of Gamorrean Guard, Klaatu, Squid Head, Ree Yees, Bucket Scout, Emperor's Royal Guard, Bib Fortuna, and Weequay. 8 Kenner bags, obviously sealed Kenner bags, inside the sealed department store 8-pack. And I keep saying this every time I look at this, I love it. It's got 8 proofs of purchase on the spine of that box. So you paid for this for 8 figures and you did not get ripped off for your proofs of purchases. I absolutely love that. Anyway, I'm not sure you're ever going to probably see another AFA 90 sealed example. I haven't. So yeah, that's coming your way, and that's an absolute banger of an item. So probably one of the main features of the next auction really, but that's another. Then we got, well, look, I said the hits keep coming from this one. This is a savage auction. It's got some big bloody high-end pieces. You got a no dent blue snag AFA 85 baggie. What more can you say, man? That figure is glorious. So 85, it's archival case, 85 plus, near mint plus. Figure's just gorgeous. There is like the tinge of discoloration on the chest, which look, some people might not see it. I'm accustomed to seeing this, guys, and it's more evident on the back because you can't see the print. So there is a bit of discoloration on the back, whether that's happened since grading or that got passed as an 85, I'm not sure. But look, beautiful baggie. The bag's in absolutely splendid condition. The boots of Snag himself are spectacular. And the case, I'm just double checking the case for any issues or whatever. Case is beautiful, like scratch free, crack dent free, whatever. So that's obviously a high end piece, AFA 85 blue snag. A couple of big boys to start this one. Then you got a 2-1B. What do you say? He's ESB-F 2-1B. So ESB-F is Hong Kong, horizontal Hong Kong tape sealed, I think, or is it, no, sorry, ESB-F is double heat seal. Made in Hong Kong, horizontal print, and that's an AFA 82-1B ESB-F. So that's a nice one. I also don't believe that's ever come out of the baggie. The tape looks perfectly, and I kind of know this because I've tried to put these back in and it's a mongrel. You can never get them in back nice. That I don't think has ever been come out. So that's beautiful. There's no cracks or anything like that to the case. So that's a really nice 2-1B. And then the final graded one, and I believe that's the final graded one from the entire collection. You got a Logray AFA 80 Return of the Jedi D. That's a made in McCool horizontal double heat seal baggie. The Return of the Jedi Ds, and that's dark stripe. Is it written on the camera thing? No, that's a dark stripe low grade too. It doesn't mention that on the grading label. And I think that baggie has been opened. I reckon I would say that one has been opened because that's not as tightly packed, that AFA bag. But yeah, nice figure. AFA 80, Return of the Jedi D Logray. So that's all the graded. So now we're going to move on to, I've got a few Return of the Jedi A's. So Return of the Jedi A's, if you're not aware, are made in Taiwan, blueprint, double heat seal, and that crispy noisy bag. That's a define our Return of the Jedi A. So you got here a Emperor's Royal Guard. Beautiful. The figure's immaculate, man. I love seeing that visor unscratched. It's got a little kind of scratch on the front of his chest. You'll see that on the steel. Otherwise the figure's perfect. He's got breather hole front back. I believe that'll do. Heat seal's perfect top and bottom. It's just got a little bit of crinkling at the bottom. No breaks or rips or anything. A little bit of crinkling at the bottom where his heels meet the bag. So he's been tapped around a little bit. Otherwise a really nice baggie. So ERG, Return of the Jedi A Taiwan. First Return of the Jedi A. Now he's another absolute belter. You got Luke, Farmboy, Return of the Jedi A, made in Taiwan. Obviously that's a Taiwan CEO figure. It's got the Taiwan transition saber. You can see correct saber. Figure's outstanding, man. Beautiful paint applications. The saber is immaculate, not even slightly bent. The baggie is perfectly sealed both top and bottom, and it's just got a little bit of crinkling on the top and the bottom. Just a little bit of crinkling. These are Return of the Jedi A's, the Taiwan crispy bags. They crinkle a lot because they're so like a brittle noisy bag. They crinkle quite a little bit, so it's hard to get one of them super clean, like flat baggie. Next one, the hits keep coming on this one. It's an explosive start to this one. So this is Return of the Jedi A again, Taiwan Boba Fett. Crisp bag, heat sealed both sides. Both heat seals perfect. Now that one's an absolute smack banger of a figure, like Taiwan figure obviously. Dark black belt Taiwan figure. The paint applications on the figure are just splendid, like just beautiful. I love seeing good for Boba Fett's, Meccano's, Taiwans. You see them dead mint, they're so nice. That bag's just got a little bit of crinkling, but not too bad. And it's very clear bag. That's a gem Taiwan Fett Kenner bag, Return of the Jedi A. I think there's a couple more Return of the Jedi A's, there's 3 more. So you got Princess Leia Boussh. She's nice. She's got a slight discoloration to the little pelvis area and her torso on the back. It's a different colour cream to her arms and legs. What I've always liked about this figure, and I've had this one in the past, it's not an easy one to get. The helmet inside is also bagged, which is really cool. Heat seal bagged on the inside of the baggie, so that's really cool. So that one's that's quite nice condition too. Just a little bit of crinkling. Like I said, crinkling on these guys is very hard to get one without that because they're that really stiff baggy kind of thing. Now I've had a few people ask me about Biker Scout. I think 3 or 4 people asked me about Biker Scout baggies. Yeah, I think this is the only one. This is a Taiwan figure as well. Crinkly bag. It's got, not too bad. Very clear. The figure's really nice and white. Beautiful figure. Perfect heat seal top bottom. No, that's a nice bag. It's just got a minimal crinkling really. Quite nice though. Biker Scout, Return of the Jedi A. And I think there's a final Return of the Jedi A. General Madine. So he has got quite a bit of crinkling. Looks like that green beard, I think it is. It's that, of green beard. That green sort of hair and beard, like it's a greeny tinge to his hair. I don't pay much attention to that. That being as much of a explosive variation as a bit variant as a lot of people do. The bag's a little bit crinkly and one corner's kind of folded over as well. And I do notice that the breather hole on both back and front is just slightly stretched out a little bit. I don't think it's been done with anything. I think it's just the way it's been executed. The hole's been pierced. It's just on a little bit of an angle, so it's, instead of being a perfect circle, it's a little bit of a rectangle. It's kind of stretched out. But other than that, perfect seal top bottom. Nice baggie. So then next, oh no, sorry, there's one more. We've turned it to A, and the next one is Ree Yees. So Ree Yees, this baggie, it's a little bit kind of, it's crispy and stuff. A little bit yellowing the baggie, and it's got a little bit of a, one corner's got like a little bit of a notch, a little bit of a rip, couple of slits there sort of thing. And it's kind of a yellowing baggie. So kind of, you know, like it obstructs the clearness and the visibility of the figure just a tad. Kind of like a tinge of a yellow bubble, but very crispy. The seal's nice top bottom. It's actually, where the seal is on the bottom, there's a slight separation. Where the heat seal is of maybe near on, it's not quite a centimetre, just under a centimetre. Kind of peels away, and there's like a little bit of kind of a, yeah, a little bit of splitting kind of on that one side. And there's also a small split I'm just noticing on the back at the top, above his head. So this is probably the worst condition baggie I've seen from this entire collection actually. Not horrible, but it's still Return of Jedi-A. Probably not the easiest ones to get really, but yeah, not bad condition. And then I've got two C3PO removal letters. There's a C's, Return of Jedi C's. These are quite relatively common. I've sold so many of these. Both in pretty similar condition. The only difference, both in very similar condition. The only difference is the location of the print really. One's slightly up, one's slightly down. Actually, look, I'll do them separately because the first one here has got a little bit of like discoloration on his shoulder joint here on the figure. Hopefully I'll get that on the still. You've got some kind of browny, almost rust colour of where the joint meets on the shoulder, down the guts. And slightly yellowing taper held perfectly. So yeah, these Jedi C's are heat seal one side, tape seal bottom, and that crispy bag. And then the second one, the figure doesn't have any form of discoloration, and actually probably a nicer figure obviously because of that. And this baggie, also nice condition. It's got a little bit of yellowing to the tape, and both have with his bag, you know, shoulder bag for Chewbacca is in there in a bag as well. That's got a tape seal inside as well, and both of those tapes on the bag for the bag, if that makes sense, has a little bit of yellowing. You'll see hopefully on the stills. And then what have we got? And then we got Teebo, the same. So Teebo's, there's two more Jedi C's. Teebo, he's quite nice, slightly crispy bag, yellowing thing, but perfect seal. Figure's nice. So he's quite a nice baggie, Teebo. And then you got ATST driver. And he is, what is he like? He's got yellowing tape, but not at all come loose or anything. And on the back, he's just got like a small section of price tag, like a portion of price tag residue kind of on the back, as you'll see. Nothing obviously major, but just some price tag, partial price tag remaining on his back kind of thing. Alright, and then we've got a couple of dog was gone, was it? Yeah, so we've got one Return of the Jedi-D, that's a McCool horizontal print, heat seal both sides, a Logray, that's quite nice. Print's nice, little slight, it's actually a really nice baggie, the crinkling is very minimal. That's a really nice baggie actually. Logray, Return of the Jedi-D, McCool, horizontal print. The next one's a bit of a ripper. We've got Luke Bespin, so that's a Return of the Jedi-G, China, made in China print. This is a very tricky one to obtain, so it's brown hair, raised bar China figure. Very difficult baggie to attain. Perfect seal top bottom. Figure is very, very nice. Perfect paint apps. Beautiful figure. Always liked China Luke. Obviously Sabers in there. And Blaster. Slight crinkling, but very nice baggie actually. Very tricky one to get the brown hair Return of the Jedi Bespin, sorry, Return of Jedi G. And then we've got a couple of other Lukes. We've got Return of Jedi H's. So we've got 4 Return of Jedi H's. They are made in Taiwan, Republic of China prints. Horizontal print. So that first one, Luke Jedi Green Saber, a little bit of crinkling, nice clear. Figure's immaculate. The cape on them has like a green band around the cape to keep it straight. That's all in nice condition. The print's nice and clear, so that's quite nice. Just a little bit of crinkling. The first one. I've actually got 2 of that same figure. And what kind of condition we got here? Very similar condition. Alright, that's a little bit of an illusion. Just a bit of crinkling. Read the whole. That's quite nice. Very similar condition. Both nice figures. Both bit of crinkling bag. No, they're both very similar condition. Those 2 Taiwan, Republic of China made in Taiwan baggies. Then we've got a Wicket. Now I haven't seen a whole lot of these ones. I don't believe that's too an easy figure to get. So this is a double heat sealed these baggies with like that crispy bag. So that's a really nice baggie. Figure's beautiful. Nice print on the canner made in Taiwan. Just a bit of crinkling, like many of the crinkly bags, the tougher bag, crisper bag, they call them crisp bags, I believe. And then you've got Teebo. Now Teebo is a bit more crinklier than most. Other than that, perfect seal top bottom, nice print. Just trying to think, that might have the lightest tinge of yellow. It's a very minor. I kind of train my eyes pretty full on with yellowing and stuff, but that might have the lightest tinge of yellow. Maybe the steel will bring it up a bit better because I'll take my steels under a pretty intense light, so you'll see any imperfections and stuff. So that's about halfway here. Now then we've got 2 Return of the Jedi eyes. So they are made in China with a horizontal print. First one is Imperial Commander. Now that's got like the baggie's kind of a bit cloudy. The visibility is slightly impaired. So these are a soft double heat sealed bag. These guys are eyes. A little bit of crinkling, but not too bad. And the print's got a little bit of wear to it. But yeah, it's pretty common with these guys. The visibility, the clarity of the baggie is compromised a bit. So you'll see that in the still. The other one is Han Hoth, and he's also got a little bit. It's a bit better though. It's not as bad, but his clarity is also slightly compromised. Like it's not fully see-through, but that's better than the Imperial Commander. Perfect heat seal both sides, and the print's just got a little bit of sort of wear. It's pretty hard to get the Return of Jedi eyes. Alright, and then we've got J's. So J's are heat seal both sides, and they're somewhere between a crinkly and a soft bag. They're not soft, and I wouldn't call them crinkly either. So they're Hong Kong vertical prints. So I've got Max Rebo. So he's got your typical discoloration to the figure, to his arms, legs, and head, and a nice blue torso. The print's got just a slight bit of wear off. Seal's perfect on both sides, and the baggie's actually nice and clear. That's really nice. That's Max Rebo number 1. There are 2 Max Rebos. Max Rebo number 2. Maybe the limbs are slightly less discoloured, but the head's less discoloured on Max Rebo number 2, that's for sure. But, you know, still not perfectly blue or anything like that. Nice steel top bottom. The print's got just a little bit of kind of wear, like some of the made in Hong Kong's sort of degraded a little bit, but not too bad otherwise. Then you got SY Snootles, SY Snootles, whatever you want to call her. Beautiful red cherry lips. Nice seal. That's definitely got like a light bit of yellowing to it. Like a slight discoloration. Figure's beautiful, but I'm talking about the baggie. The baggie's got slight yellowing to it. Just affects the clarity, just a touch. It's not major at all, but not bad. And then final one of the Rebo band, you got Droopy himself, Droopy McCool. So a little bit of wear to the print. The baggie's nice. You can see where it's been sealed, it's kind of doubled over a little bit on the bottom. So it's not perfectly flat. You'll see it's kind of folded over when they heat sealed it. So it wasn't perfectly heat sealed initially. Figure's dead mint though otherwise, but no, nice baggie. And then I've got 2, these are obviously very common, 2 Crumbs. That's nice, you know, really nice baggie. These are obviously very common. These are available multitudes. So 2 Crumbs, similar condition. And then I've also got two Jabba bowl sets. Whether or not you want to count these as Kenner bags, they are Kenner bags definitely, but they're not Kenner figures. But they're both really nice. Yeah, not too bad. Then we've got Han trench coat, and he's a J as well. I think is he the final J? He's the final J I got today. Han trench coat with camo lapel. The other one I sold the other day was no camo lapel, so that's camo lapel. Nice bag. Look, it's got that little bit of effect. It's a soft bag. The clarity is not 100% there. You know what I mean? But the seal's perfect, top and bottom, and the figure's really nice. The trench coat's nice. I'm just trying to think if that is a little bit of. There might be the tiniest bit of hair loss on one side of his hair. I'll get it on the still there. Then the next one's a bit of a ripper. It's R2-D2, it's SW Star Wars D. These are bloody tricky to find. That's got a really nice bag with a beautiful sealed top and bottom. So these are made in Hong Kong, vertical, horizontal made in Hong Kong, black print, sealed top bottom, heat sealed top bottom. These guys. That's quite a nice bag. It's just got a little bit on the back. It's got like a little bit of kind of dirt on it. Whether or not that cleans off or not, I will not touch it. You want to try it, you try it. I think it probably will. Might look like a little bit of kind of like price tag residue, maybe some kind of tape residue or something it's leaned on an angle in a few spots at the back there. Thankfully not on the front. The heat seal's perfect on the top and bottom. The figure is stunning, man, and I say this all the time. Every time I pick up a bloody mint solid or any R2 solid zone pop up, scope, whatever, R5 even, with that beautiful sticker, and that's a stunning R2. The actual figure itself is gorgeous. Really nice figure. But yeah, you don't see them pop up too much. SWDs, R2s, that's a pretty tricky one to obtain. And then we're down to our last row. So we got Red Snaggletooth next. Now a couple of SWGs here. So we got Red Snag. SWGs are the Kenner General Mills crispy bags, double heat sealed, horizontal writing. So that's quite a nice condition. Just has the crinkling, perfect heat seal. Actually, the heat seal is on an angle. So the figure's staying that way, and the heat seal is going on a bit of an angle that way, but it's perfect seal, perfectly sealed, but not straight. Other than that, a little bit of Christmas, and then same, SWG Warsman. So he's a little bit crispy, a little bit crinkly, and he's got some sticky tape residue there, like yellowing from yellow sticky tape, which was on the front of him. So that may or may not clean off, whether you want to touch it. I'm of the opinion that you don't muck around with vintage stuff personally. I'd rather keep a little bit of discoloured yellow tape on there than risk anything happen to that vintage item, but that's up to you. So yeah, Kenner General Mills horizontal SWGs, and then there's another Walrus Man. Now they're both, I think they're both pink tusk, and this one is slightly more pinker, and that one's got a little bit of not wear, but sort of degradation to the pink. This one's slightly nicer. Blaster still firmly in hand, whereas the blaster had popped out of this guy's hand. Just a crinkly bag, nice seal. Other than that's quite nice. That one's got a little bit of sticky tape residue. No, it's either sticker tape or maybe a price tag on the back of his baggie near his foot. But again, not a major issue, I would have thought. And then Hammer Time, you got Hammerhead here. He's just got a little bit of a crispy, crinkly sort of look to him, bit of creasing kind of thing, but quite a nice condition bag. Figure's beautiful. I love having Hammerhead facing forward, but obviously he doesn't fit in the bag that way, so I don't like him with his head twisted, but hey, that's just me. So yeah, not a bad baggie, it's just got a little bit of crinkling. And then this one's a bit of a shame, so it's IG-88, this is an ESB-E, so they're pretty tricky to get. That's a vertical Kenner made in Hong Kong, but he's got slits in the bag, so it's a shame because the bag's actually quite clear. There's a little bit of wear to kind of the Kenner print, but he's got some slits at the front, which actually allows the rifle to slip out, and the blue blaster. I mean, both blasters, both accessories are there, but like you can see that rifle poking out. That's just in one of the slits. It will come, if you manipulate it, which I don't want to. Actually, look, there you go. Look, it'll come out the middle slit. The middle slit's quite long. His larger rifle will come out. So obviously his his smaller rifle will come flying right out too. I might just leave that out. So it's got vertical slits at the bottom. There is kind of from his waist down to his feet, which is a bit of a shame, and across the seal at the bottom. So hopefully I'll be able to pick that up in the stills, but that's a real shame because that's a pretty tricky one to get. Yeah, that's a shame. Anyway, that's ESB-E. So he was the only E I have. Yep. And then the last 5 are ESB-Fs, and they are, they are made in Hong Kong. So ESB-Es are made in Hong Kong, but General Mills, vertical print. Whereas these are just ESB-Fs are Kenner, just Kenner, no General Mills, and also the vertical print, blue vertical print, double heat seal of both of them, and soft bags. Well, these are soft bags. Actually, these are crispy bags, aren't they? Yeah, these are crispy bags, Fs are soft bags, double heat sealed. I'm going to actually do a video. Not everyone knows about baggies. I'm not a guru either. I've learned a lot the last 3-4 weeks, to be honest with you, but I'm not a baggie guru either. So I'm actually going to do a video with just describing different baggie types and just to make it a little bit more clear. There's so many beginners out there and I want to help them out. That's what it's all about. Rebel Commander, Hoth. Just a slight, clarity thing. A lot of these softer bags, like I said, have that. A little bit of print sort of wear, but other than that, nice heat seal both sides, top to bottom, and the figure's beautiful. Then we got Neem Num. He's relatively common. Perfect heat seal. He's nice, actually quite nice and clear. Just got a little bit of wear to the print. It's coming away a little bit, the print, but other than that, nice baggy. Figure's beautiful. So not a bad little Neem Num there. And then you got B-Wing Pilot. He's really nice, super vibrant print. Nice clear bag. He's actually been stored very well, I believe. He's almost, beautiful. Almost nowhere, gorgeous looking baggie actually. He's been stored very well out of the sun and no rubbing and whatever. Figure's immaculate too. So that's a really nice baggie. That's the ESB-F B-Wing Pilot. And then to finish it up, I've got 2 ESB-F Chief Chirpers. The first one has got like a little bit of cloudiness and quite a little bit of rubbing and sort of crinkling and a little bit of wear on the Kenner logo, and the back's, yeah, similar, just a little bit crinkly. Figure's nice, I think. Just have a look. Figure looks good, nice paint apps. Yep, figure's nice, and the heat seal's perfect top bottom. And then another identical Chief Chirper, identical figure and baggie, but better condition. The actual print is much more vibrant and very blue, and the bag's a lot clearer. Perfect heat seal. The bag's a lot nicer, so that one's definitely a nicer condition chirper. So I mean, there's probably going to be $30 to $50 difference in price between those two, starting price anyway. So that's it there. There's about 40, I think I counted 43 Kenner bags here, and they're all for quite various different baggies and stuff like that. So like I said, these are Saturday the 7th of March, 5 PM Western Standard Time, GMT +8. It's going to be another auction. They're all going to be no reserves. I might just do reserves on the 8-pack and the Blue Snaggletooth. I'll start them low, and then I'll just reveal the reserves as they get met. Otherwise, reserves are a bit too difficult to manage, I believe. Otherwise, I'm just going to start him at whatever. There will be varying starting prices. I'll actually put a run sheet. I'll overlay a run sheet here, maybe at start or end of this video, or both. Overlay a run sheet with the starting bids, and those starting bids are the reserves. That's it. So if it gets a bid, it sells. If not, I'll pop it over into my group, and like I said, about 90% of them sold last time, and then I went on and sold a couple from my group afterwards. So if we get a strike rate like that again with this, I'll be very happy, and we'll keep moving along. So this is the second auction of most likely 3, but it just depends how many more I'm going to have left for the third auction. I think I've kind of timed it to have about 40 for each. So we'll have a look. This, I think, it's got just over 40. So last time I said like we did 2 at a time. I think that went quite well, pretty smooth. Might try all 3 at a time. I'll see how we go. Especially some of the big wigs I'll only do 2 at a time, but we'll see how we go. I might try 2 at a time. Time will tell. Anyway, that's in just under 2 weeks. So I'll probably get this video up in the next 2 days. It does take a little time to overlay all these images up of every single figure. That actually took a lot longer than I thought it would for the first preview, so there's more here, so it's probably taking longer. So I'll probably have this up. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I'm hoping to get this up sort of Friday at the latest, so that's going to give you over a week to check out the condition. I'll share this video out so anyone interested can check out these beautiful figures. But yeah, there's some absolute rip snorters coming up. thanks for watching, guys. I'll quickly, I'll just pull out the two big boys. You've got the 8-pack, retail 8-pack. That's gorgeous. That's an AFA 90 sealed. Like, you're not going to see a lot of them, honestly. And then you've got an AFA 85. You've got an AFA 85 blue snag, which archival case, which is really nice. That's another one of the big hitters. And then you've got, where was the Boba Fett? You've got a Return of the Jedi A Taiwan Fett, who is in immaculate condition. Figure and bag is really nice, just some light crinkling. So there's some actually bombers. There's also that China. There's also that China Luke Bespin. There's some serious bombers in here, probably more so than the first auction. Some big heavy hitters here, so should be a fun auction. We'll see how we go. Hopefully you guys can join it. Hopefully I don't stuff up the commencement of the video feed like I did for auction 1. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any questions about condition or anything about anything, hit me up, man. Derek Westbrook on Facebook. Drop a comment here, whatever. There's many ways to get in touch with me. Contact all the details to get in touch with me will be in the description of this video. Check it out. If you aren't available that day and you really want to place a bid, you want to chuck in a proxy bid, I only had one proxy bid for the last one, so that was quite easy to manage. If you want to chuck in a proxy bid, similar, get in touch with me in the description. There's all several means to get in touch with me. But yeah, this is number 2 or 3. This has been a lot of fun already. Never seen so many Kenner bags in my life, and it's been really educational for me too, because I was definitely not a Kenner bag guru, and I'm slowly getting there, man. I can pretty much spot a lot of them now without even having to refer to the guides and stuff like that, which is great, because it's a hobby that keeps on giving, man. You never know it all, and slowly you corner other little bits of it, which is really cool. But I'm sorry for waffling on about Star Wars. I love it. Auction's in about a weekish by the time this video comes out. Make sure you check it out if you're interested. If you can't make it, please, proxy bids, no dramas. Thanks for watching, guys, man. Appreciate it. Any questions, fire away. Check out my other vids. Check out I'm actually going to post up the entire first auction. So if you want to go back and see what that went for, it doesn't actually, I couldn't download the comments from the actual Facebook feed. So I'm just going to overlay what that actually sold for. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, viva la baggies. See you guys.